don't like may actually be your friends at the end of, like your actual real friends at the end of the day versus people that you do like.
But now think about it. Now let me say something. So basically, he was like, put two eyes on your friends and keep one eye on your enemy, because at least you already know your enemy's intentions. Hey YouTube, we're back again with another video. My name is Debelu, and if you're looking for ways to improve your mental health, then you're in the right place. You need to watch this video. I'm with a new guest today, Jaychris. I'm going to let him introduce himself and share his story with you, and I hope you feel inspired by it. So go ahead and share your story.
All right. How y'all doing? My name is Jaychris, Jaden Christopher Drake. My story, just real, I'm gonna just keep it real simple. I would say as a kid, I would get bullied a lot. So that just led me to become way more confident as I grew older and just lean into different like outbreaks of businesses or even just getting to know people and put myself out there. I always struggle with having like confidence and just putting myself out there.
And I hope if you need any more questions, just put it in the comment section down. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video and share with as many friends as possible. Yeah. Somebody might need this video and you might save somebody's life with this video. Let's get back into it. Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask is, how do you define self-care and what practices do you follow to prioritize mental well-being?
What I find as self-care, I find self-care as multiple things. That could be a passion that you like, hanging out with friends, or even having people around you that can give you advice that you know that you don't like, but you should take. Or even just going out into nature or just going out to explore. So those are like 4 things I find as being proclaimed like self-care.
Okay. And this is totally off the script, but I do have a clothing brand named For David, and it means to create your safe space. So what does it mean when I tell you like you should create your own safe space?
Well, what it means to me when it comes to creating your safe space, that means create your own domain. Find something that you like, find something that you love and very passionate about. That can become your safe space.
I do appreciate all this, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
I do appreciate all this. Let's see. Can you share a personal story where connecting with others or embracing your background positively affected your mental wellness?
I would say one thing. I'll try to answer this best as possible. I would say one thing that I know that I enjoy doing, and one thing I was always taught to do was give back. And giving back always like upbrief
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like
it's
my mental, like
always giving back to the community. Just
exactly.
Like you're doing something.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Like yesterday, I baked literally everything that I had left, and I just went out into the community and just gave back to the community. I just gave out desserts to anybody I seen, and it's just for me. I know sometimes if I'm like in like a bad like time or space, or even if I feel sad, first thing I do is give back because I know that's something that can uplift me and make me happy. So I really do encourage y'all to give back.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you know what? Let's stay off the script for a
Okay,
while.
bet. We can stay off the script. That's cool.
Okay. Let's see. So when it comes to like creating your safe space, right? What would you say what advice would you give to the urban youth, the modern youth? Like what are the
What advice I could give them to create their own safe space?
Yeah, to create their own safe space.
I would say the advice I can give y'all, and advice that I learned from other people and just going through experiences, would be to, like I said before, find something you're passionate about. And when you're passionate about something, turn your gift that God gave you into something that can make you feel comfortable and something that can draw you in to when you're feeling like down or terrible in life. So for instance, I know baking and cleaning is my safe space. So if it's something that brings me down or something I'm like sad about, or it's a situation I'm going into and I know that the outcome isn't going to be great, first thing I do is I bake. I bake to bring down my stress levels. I bake to calm me down. I bake to make myself realize that everything is going to be okay. And then what I do is I take the stuff that I bake and I go out and I sell it, and I either sell it or give it away. But 9 times out of 10, I will probably sell the product. So be honest with you, your gift can really become something, like your gift can become a business almost. And I would say just try to keep the dream of your gift to keep living on as much as possible until it eventually runs out. And when it's time for it to run out, that just means that season of that gift is over, and it's time for you to explore and find your next gift that God has created for you, because He's gave us multiple gifts in a lifetime. So that's what I think. Like, that's what me personally. That's what I think when it means to like create your own safe space. You just keep going as much as possible till it runs out, of season.
Okay. I do get what you mean. I think if I can remember correctly, I can't remember exactly word
Yeah.
for word, but I did hear this somewhere before. So they were like, your talent is God's gift to you,
Yeah.
and what you do with that talent is the gifts you give back to God or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to also remember, like, if you don't use your talents, they're gonna fade away.
Yeah. It's almost like He fills us up with so many different types of gifts, so many different types of passion. It's up to us, and it's up to, like, when I say this, I mean you got to get up and go get it. You can't just sit around and wait, because even though you have all these gifts, you're not using it to your best ability. You're not using it fully. He gave us these gifts for a reason. He gave us these gifts because He has a problem for us that we need to solve on this earth. Everybody has something that they need to accomplish because of Him. He would have never put us here if He never had a task for us to do. So I feel like that's like you said, I just feel like that's another reason why He put us here. It's because He needs something done on this earth that He can't do Himself, but He can do with the help of you.
Okay. Let me get back on this script, because I don't think my head is getting a lot of questions from the back.
So how can creativity,
Expression and fashion improve somebody's mental wellness?
well, I can say that just creating things, and like you said, when it comes to fashion, clothes, I'm not really big on that, but I know when it comes to me, if I have a pair of jeans in front of me, I look at those jeans and I'm thinking about what can I do to these jeans to make me stand out and make me look different from others. I would cut so many holes in them jeans until it don't even make sense. But I would do that. I would bleach clothes. I would just find different patterns to go with. I just like to, like, whatever I wear is basically how I feel in that present moment. Or whatever I may put on for like a straight week, or just set out my clothes for a week, that's how I feel during that week. So I feel like fashion is just basically emotion and basically how that person feels. Like, if a person wears all black, maybe they sad. Maybe black, like all black makes them happy. If they wear all white, maybe
Makes them feel righteous.
exactly.
Makes some people feel righteous. I do know that one. A lot of people just
Or
put
make
like a
them
whole
feel
white
evil.
outfit.
You never know. There's so many emotions into clothes that a person could wear the best fit and get all the compliments, but on the inside, that person knows they put on this fit because that's the only thing that makes them happy. Even though they're tormented inside, they're hurt, they have everything falling down on them, so many issues going on. They put on that fit because they know that fit is what makes them happy. And that fit is what's going to get them compliments to keep them up. So if you really look at it, I look at fashion as a way of expressing your emotions through clothes.
Okay.
That's what I could say about that.
Because there's this term
Yeah.
that I learned. I don't know how to put it, but like I feel like I learned so much in just one semester of college, because a lot of people do mask, not really mask. Some people just like, it's kind of like they call it the appropriated self.
Yeah.
So it's like you appropriate yourself, like you've made a whole new sense of self with outfits.
Yeah.
Like I know for sure that that's the kind of person I am, because like I throw in a lot of outfits. I just love being fashionable, and it's so like it's so funny how the mind works in terms of you can actually get all the compliments for that whole day, and if someone mistakenly tells you, oh, you smell bad. That's the
Yeah,
only thing
that
you're
that
gonna
mess up
dwell
the
on for
whole
the whole
thing.
day.
Like, like it's another thing you can't allow yourself to get down because of one thing that happens. You can't, because after you let that one thing control your day, you're done. You're done for. Then you just sit on that the whole day. Then you're going to sleep with negative energy in you when you could have just moved on past that. And I know some people can't, but you have to find like your niche to figure out what can make you move on from something that somebody said that may have ruined your day.
Like 100%, man. Like, I really don't know how to like, cause I don't want to give any
Yeah,
advice. Kind of, I'm trying, restraining from that, cause
yeah,
I don't want anybody coming to sue me or something like that. That I said something, whatever. So it's like,
yeah. I got you.
I try to like tell my friends still like, one bad thing doesn't make you a bad person.
It
Like one
doesn't.
bad decision or one bad move doesn't make you a bad person.
Exactly.
It's like I do, because that one thing I understand is like in our generation or in the
Yeah.
world as a whole, it's like 99 good and one bad. It's still a bad thing.
Exactly.
And to be honest, like you people do tend to forget every single thing they have around them and every single thing that like is actually good that's working
Yeah.
around for them. Like they forget the things that are going their way and they focus on things that are not like working for them. It's like you're focusing on things you cannot control, but the things you can control, you're supposed to be controlling them, but then they're getting out of hand. What you cannot control is getting out of hand, and then you feel overwhelmed. The anxiety kicks in, and everything kicks in.
Yep.
You start feeling like all over the place.
Then you start doing things that are really impulse. I ain't gonna lie. I've been through that. Like, I kid you. Like, one situation, I would say I was getting ready to, like, I already applied to this school. Next thing you know, I'm just like, I can't go here. Next thing you know, I end up calling the school and telling them to unenroll me from the school. That same day, I enrolled myself back in because it was so much going on in that day that I was like, I just don't want to come here no more. Then I ended up doing all of that. That caused like a whole big situation. Next thing you know, I was back in and I just had to move on from it. So that just goes to show that you just can't let a mistake just like ruin your day. I let a mistake ruin my day, but at the end of the day, I was still able to just continue going on with the day, even with that mistake I made.
Because, as I said, like one bad decision doesn't really make you a bad person.
Yeah.
But then it's like you cannot like, but that does also give you room to like make a lot of mistakes because sometimes people do things impulsively. They don't
Yeah.
really think about it before they do it, and I feel like there's just this one rule I usually use to like govern all my acts because you can never actually go wrong with this kind of principle, and I think most people will know it out there, the golden rule: do unto others what you want them to do unto you. So it's basically talking about like how you just treat others the same way you want to be treated. If you know you don't want to be like you don't want to be getting some bad looks and whatever, why are you giving the same looks to somebody else? Like, and the thing is, you are trying to make everybody like you, but you forget that you also hate somebody too. Like, people be like, I'm like, you have to be like, that's really funny because think about it. I'm like, oh, I don't like, I'm focusing on this one hater that's hating on me or whatever. But then you're forgetting that you're also hating somebody else. Like, the same way somebody's trying to make you to like them
So
is the same
let me
way.
ask you this then: how do you deal with people that you don't like?
The thing is, I might not like you does not mean that I cannot talk to you.
So do you realize? Do you feel like the people that you don't like may actually be your friends at the end, like your actual real friends at the end of the day, versus people that you do like?
But now think about it. Now let me say something. So basically, he was like, put two eyes on your friends and keep one eye on your enemy because at least you already know your enemy's intentions. Now you're thinking about. Now you're thinking about it because like it was like
Hold on.
your enemies know you already know that they're coming for you, they're gunning for you. But you can never tell when your friend just gonna slide real quick. That's why like keep two eyes on your friend because
Because you never
you
know.
never know. Like
Because it can be the closest person to you. Next thing you know.
strangers.
Exactly.
Like, and I feel like in our generation, people do not learn how to end things on a good note. Like that's
Yeah.
another problem too. It's like, why does it have to be that once a relationship ends, you guys
Yeah.
just hate each other like some daredevils or something?
You can't.
It's not that serious.
You can't. You always gotta look. Sometimes you just gotta be the bigger person and just forgive. And it's up to them if they accept the apology or not. They don't even have to accept the apology even if you messed up. It's just the fact that you acknowledge that you messed up. So just be aware. That's it. You just gotta be aware of things.
I want you
Reassure
guys-
yourself. Make sure you reassure yourself too. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna need it.
So we've come to the end of the video,
Yep.
and thank you for watching to the end. And just comment free game to get like a 25% off coupon in the comment section, and we out.